before 90s, psychology was believed as a philosophy, right? As a philosophy. Not only psychology, but everything was philosophy. The economy was also philosophy. Politics was also philosophy. Mathematics was also philosophy. Even science was not there earlier. There was only philosophy. But in 90s, they bifurcated, and psychology came under a kind of science, right? Science, manovigyan. In Hindi, we call manovigyan, science of psyche. And even politics also became science, political science. That became science. And economics also became a kind of science, vigyan, earth vigyan, what you call earth vigyan. So this is also science. But before 90s, everything was just one, that was philosophy. So also psychology. Psychology was also philosophy. And philosophy is the way you see the things, vision. That's called philosophy. Philosophy is vision, right? Yoga is also philosophy. And mindfulness is also a philosophy. So also psychology. And in psychology, basically, they study about psyche, the behaviors, the perceptions, cognitions, behaviors, and their interpretations, the languages. These are parts of psychology. Thoughts, emotions, memories, all these are parts of psychology, behaviors. Okay. So psychology was mainly, the Western psychology was discovered in Greek philosophy. This is very popular. Greek philosophers, Aristotle and Plato, and they argued about the nature versus nurture. And later on, they developed one concept that psychology, one's psyche or one's psychological behaviors is affected with one's genes, genetic. And later on, there was one more aggregate added, which was environment. Environment also affects one's psyche or psychological behaviors. Okay, so genes and environment, these two things affect one's psychology, one's psychic state. And the modern psychology is different than the ancient philosophy. There are lots of new findings in the psychological world, and psychologists are still doing researches on various aspects, various subjects in psychology. And in coming years, there will be some more new findings in modern psychology. Okay. And there is concept neuropsychology in psychology. Okay. So when you complete master degree in psychology, or when you complete the doctorate in psychology, then you become licensed psychologist. Okay. And there is master in neuropsychology also. So we will do master degree in neuropsychology. And there are some doctoral program also in that field. And the history of neuropsychology is concerned to Hippocrates, who talked about the brain is an organ of intellect. Okay. And he started this neuropsychology, Hippocrates. Hippocrates is also believed the father of modern medical science. Right? Hippocrates.